Good evening. Sydney's major protest proclaiming Black Lives Matter is coming to a rowdy end tonight. At least 10,000 people took part in a peaceful march through the city. But right now, there's a heavy police presence at Central Station where a crowd has converged. Nine's Damien Ryan is there. Damien, what's happening?
Mate, we've seen many thousands of people on the streets today. Here is probably the last. Here is the last batch of protesters here. A few hundred of them trying to. Police are doing their best to herd them away. Excuse me. And trying to herd them away. They're doing their best. There's been a few scuffles, of course, but generally it's been pretty peaceful. And after a day of controversy and a day which ended in peace.
I'll tell you the story.
They defied a court order, thousands gathering in the city centre at Town Hall. The protesters had been threatened with arrests and fines, as well as putting themselves at risk of catching or spreading COVID-19.
Our rates of the virus are so low, and I'd be here anyway.
All the signs were looking grim, police in strength, showing restraint, holding back, but they had vowed to uphold the law. They were called on to grab one man who tried to hijack the moment, holding up a sign that not just black but white lives mattered too. At the same time, numbers at Town Hall were swelling and spilling onto the roofs of shops. Then suddenly an announcement to the crowd. The illegal protest had turned legal after a last-minute decision by an appeal court.
Everybody, you know that we've won the appeal and that this march is authorised. It's authorised.
The about face came just minutes before the official start to the protest.
But today we beat the system. Stand proud, stand together.
The court decision was a setback for the state government, which claimed the gathering was too much of a threat to public health. As the numbers grew, the organisers did their best to keep the risks to a minimum, handing out masks and sanitiser. The legal issues ironed out, the focus returned to the reason for the rally. The 400 or more Indigenous deaths in custody, a terrible record that has haunted Australia for decades. Marching through the city, it's exactly what the government didn't want. But with this crowd inspired by a court victory and with so many people here, police had to let it happen. In fact, they led the parade. At one point, the demonstrators, in a symbol of solidarity with George Floyd, took a knee in the middle of Castlereagh Street.
The police are willing to get down on one knee and show their respect to George Floyd.
They asked police to join them, but they declined. The protest and the march was probably enough latitude for one day. From the air, an unexpected revelation that the crowd, rowdy and passionate, still managed to observe a rough and ready social distancing on the march. As they pushed ahead, the stream of bodies grew. Their next stop, Belmore Park, where they made a pledge.
We are here. We are going to make a difference. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for coming.